So a few weeks ago on my market, I shot a video, just this one up here. It was raining, it was a pretty horrific day. I wanted to share with you what a day like that would look like, sort of from a sales perspective, basically. What I didn't expect was it to make more money than my actual pizza sales on the day. If you're new here, basically, my name's Adam. I run a pizza truck. I am a Gozney brand partner. I've got these two beautiful Gozney ovens. This is what I do. I come to my local market every Wednesday and I basically set up and I sell pizza to the public and I shoot videos and I share my story with you guys. And most days it kind of looks like this, basically. At the moment it's quiet out there. It looks like, you know, setting up, dough prep, sell pizza, you know, interact with the customer, pack down, go home. And one of the questions I get asked the most is, do you only do this on Wednesdays? And why do you only work one day a week? Like literally I get asked this question probably almost every day. Everyone says, where are you the rest of the week? What are you doing like when you're not here, basically? Do you go elsewhere? Do you set up elsewhere? And just where are you? And basically the honest answer is, like, Wednesdays are just the visual part. It's the only bit you see. There's a hell of a lot that happens behind the scenes to actually make Wednesdays work and make sure I pretty much like sell out every single week. Like there's a lot that happens. There's, you know, there's the dough prep. Like yesterday I did all my dough prep. There's kind of, you know, driving around, heading to the shops, picking up stuff. Maybe I have to go get gas. I might have forgotten something. I might have to dash to my supplier. Like, you know, there's just me being a dad, working, doing that, getting my kids up, taking them to school. Like this morning before the market, I wake up, I get them ready, cook them breakfast, sort out their lunches, take them to like breakfast club so I can get home, so I can get to the market. You know, there's a hell of a lot that's happening around that, you know, and basically it's all to make this work. And you may have noticed after the last pretty much like 2 years, I started doing a lot more YouTube videos like this one and the one that I showed you at the start of the screen, and the one that this video is basically about. Basically a couple of weeks ago it was a really rainy day. Now I was planning to shoot a video, right? And I was coming to the market, I looked at the weather. I always check the weather beforehand. I looked at the weather the day before. It was looking pretty horrific, right? Like raining all day long. So I was planning to do a rainy day video. I just basically kind of needed a little bit of help. My wife was going to be rubbish. She's got her job. She wasn't going to help me with this. You know, I could bounce it off my kids, my 10-year-old, but he just watches rubbish stuff on YouTube anyway, Lego videos and all that. So, you know, I'm kind of on my own. So what I did is I jumped on the old ChatGPT and I used it as a bit of an experiment. I asked it, I just said, look, I'm going to my market, because it knows everything about me, right? It knows everything. I ask it loads of questions, right? So I just said to it, right, I'm going to my local market. It's a rainy day. I want to shoot a pizza. I want to shoot a video about the rainy day. Can you help me with that? And essentially what it did is it kicked out loads of ideas. Now, some of them were just rubbish, but it kind of fed me this idea of, you know, just showing what it was like being a street trader, like coming out in the rain, you know, sun. I come out in the sun, I come out in the snow, I come out in the rain, whatever, and just kind of bringing you along with the experience. So it actually helped me structure the video. It helped me with the initial hook. It helped me plan the thumbnail, you know, to get the most like CTR, like click-through rate and stuff like that. And it was like having sort of a little assistant. It was like me having someone to bounce ideas off. Like I was lying in bed at 11 o'clock at night just before, which I know you shouldn't be on your phone before that, but I was like just bouncing ideas off each other, and it was coming back with some really good stuff. Like, look, I'm not an AI guy, right? I sell pizza. This is what I do. This is my livelihood. I make, I bake, I sell pizza. And like years ago, I did it a lot more. So I'd go to my local market on Wednesday. I then started doing my Saturday markets. I maybe chasing like a midweek pop-up. I'd be doing a lot of like private events, corporate stuff at the weekends as well. Now, what the video side like this has allowed me to do is just sort of take it back a little bit, spend a little bit more time at home, spend a little bit more time with my family, doing stuff like being able to take weekends off and stuff like that. So, you know, I didn't just put into like the AI, I didn't just say, hey, make me money, like, and I'm essentially, you know, it is like the wrench essentially, and I'm the mechanic. Like it just gave me a couple of little ideas, but I still put in all the work. I still shot the video, I still did the editing, stuff like that. It was just there just to help me along, right? But what I didn't expect was basically for that video to make me more money than I actually sold on the day. So let's dip into it. I'm going to show you the analytics. I'm going to do a little screen record with my phone, and I'm going to show you how much I sold that day. So we'll dip into it. I did mention on that video, but I'll show you again the amount of money I took on that day. And then I'm going to show you the analytics on my YouTube side to show how much that has now made me. Now, this isn't a flex, right? I'm not trying to say, oh, well, look what I've done. But essentially what I'm trying to get at is like, you know, I don't want, you know, I've got to a point now, I've been doing this for a couple of years. I've grown my YouTube over 160,000 subscribers. I've got 255,000 followers on my Instagram. My Facebook, literally last night I went to bed, it was on 121,000. It's now on 128,000. I've grown that 6,000 followers overnight. You know, my socials are growing up, and you know, and what it's done for me, like I said, it's allowed me to just sort of take a step back, and essentially I'm not just earning money when the fire's on. Okay, so like I can share my story with you guys. I can show you tips, tricks. You know, I've been doing this almost, I'm in my 10th year of selling pizza on the street. Hopefully I've built up enough knowledge for me to be able to like pass that on to you guys to help maybe inspire someone else to start something like this, do something fun for themselves and build a business, because that's what I've done basically. But so in a way I'm doing this and I never did this. I never started like the YouTube and stuff to just make money, but it is bringing me in an extra income, which for me is amazing. It, like I say, I'm, you know, I'm not getting any younger. I want to spend time with my kids as they're growing up, and it's just allowing me to sort of have a really nice balance in my life. So let's dip into the analytics and show you what's happened. So here we go. Let me just open it on my phone and we'll do a little screen record. So let me flick along. So this is right. So this here is my PayPal like POS thing, right? So I'm just going to do a little screen record. 3, 2, 1. Right. So we're recording. Okay, and this is going to come up. I'm going to step over here. We're going to stop this from tracking me. So I will just move this over here and like on this side. So you're going to see it on this side of the screen. Okay, so basically this is my PayPal POS. Okay, so this screen here is showing you what I've got on menu today. I've got the margarita pepperoni. They're old school pictures. If I go to here, and I could go to where is it, reports, so we can look at the day. So this was the day that I made, the rainy day. I took 500, if you can see there, I took £571.50. There was £6.16 in card transaction fees. So my total for the day that I earned was £565.34. Not bad for a rainy day, right? Now, you know, there's the amount of pizza I sold. I think it was that total was about 60 pizzas for the day. It's not amazing, but not bad for a really, really, really rainy day. Now, let's dip in to the YouTube side of things. Okay, so here we go. So this is my YouTube studio app. Okay, so this is the video right here. Now if you have a look at this, currently, let me just see if I can update it. It's had 127,000 views. Okay, it is ranking at number 1 out of 10 of my views, and you can see the thumbnail there. This is the thumbnail that sort of ChatGPT helped me come up with the idea of. Now this video was long, it was like over an hour long, right? So if I click on the video performance, and you can get a breakdown. Now the views are 4.2 times higher than usual, which is like, you know, my usual video like this has been getting about 40,000 views. This one's had 127,000. Okay, now if you can have a look at the blue, you see that little curve, that little blue graph that going up. You see the little grade bit, that's where my videos usually are with this timeline. You can see how it's sort of shot up. Okay, now this video, and this is the crazy thing, right? This video has gained me 1.3k subscribers, but it has made me currently today, and this is 2 days behind, so currently we're on the 11th, I think 11th of February. This is up to the 9th, so there's still going to be added on. So far it's made me £805. Now I'm going to click on that. That's how many. So YouTube Premium, it's maybe £125, and the watch page ads, the adverts that you guys watch midstream and during the start and the end of the videos, that's made me £680. Now that is crazy for that day. Now I did shoot some shorts on that day. Let me just close this down. Now I did shoot some shorts on that day as well, like to advertise the video, to push that, and that has also brought me income. So there's probably an extra like 10-15 pounds on top of that. And then I think I actually shot another video of the capricciosa pizza that was on special that day, and that one's done quite well as well. So off of that one day, I've probably done like the best part of £850 extra on top of the 570 it took. So it's actually earned me more like doing the video than it did selling the pizza, which to me is absolutely wild. And the thing is, the videos aren't like making, it's not like instead of work, it's basically I'm making that money and making that in the background because of the pizza, because of the work. You know, it's not going to replace it. The only reason it happens is because I'm here and I'm doing these videos and I'm doing the work and putting in that kind of, you know, putting in the effort. So selling pizza is essentially like trading my time for money, right? But I enjoy doing it. I absolutely love it. It's the reason I'm here. I wouldn't, if I didn't like doing something, I wouldn't do it, right? This is basically what I love and enjoy doing, right? But making the content, editing the videos is building something that can work for me whilst I'm not working, whilst I'm not here. I don't have to be here like, you know, all the time. And it's just basically building in the background. I could be, you know, whilst I'm taking the kids to school, whilst I'm sort of chilling, whilst I'm going to the gym, like just doing other stuff on my days off, it's still working for me in the background. And on that note, like with my love of pizza, I'm going to make you today's special quickly. So I'm going to show you why I enjoy what I do, basically. So, right, here we have today's dough. Okay, so today we're running at 62% hydration. So I'm going to get some flour. This is the first one of the day as well. First pizza is always like your first pancake, right? When you cook a pancake, like you're just seeing where like the pan's at, where everything's at. Same with cooking a pizza. I'm just seeing where the oven's at, basically, seeing how the dough's reacting, everything like that. So I'm going to get this dough ball in the corner here. Going to get some flour. Now this is a fine grade semolina flour. It's semolina rimancinata. Going to get underneath. Going to turn it upside down. This dough is coming up to about 24 hours old at this point. Right, let's get some flour on here. Sorry, there's a really weird noise going off. Someone's doing some work with a cherry picker around the corner. Anyway, right, let's slam it out. Now this one, I haven't actually given this one a name. I've just called it Market Special because that's what it is. It's a vegetarian pizza, this one. Full on veggie. Normally, my pizza is quite often like quite meat heavy, my menu. So I'm going to slam that out. Here we go. So we got our sauce. Lay down our sauce on the base. Okay, right, so we got our pecorino. This one, I use a vegetarian pecorino, and then I'm going to put some fresh basil on it. A couple of leaves. We're going to get our fresh mozzarella, fior di latte mozzarella. Now we're not going to go crazy with this because this one's getting a little extra business at the end that's going to be banging. I've got some freshly roasted peppers. I roasted this off in my home oven yesterday. Little salt, pepper, little bit of seasoning, little herbage, and then we've got these amazing olives that I use. I'm going to lay them down. So it's peppers and olives basically that start this thing off. Just going to wipe my hands a little bit. We're going to get our peel straight on the peel. Stretch it out to the limits. This is 270 grams of dough. I'm going to show you why I love making pizza so much. Right, let's bring you in. Pizza is on the peel. We're heading towards the oven, straight in, to the back and out. Now, oven is running, if you have a look at here, we're running at 460 degrees. I'm just going to crank it up a little bit. We're going to grab my peel. Got the turning peel here. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just looking for the signs of it starting to cook. You can see now it's starting to rise. That heat is coming up through the floor. I'm getting a bit of rise on that left hand side close to the flame. See the flame licking across the ceiling. I'm just going to get in there with my peel, warm it up a little bit and just get underneath it. Yeah, we're getting a good cook. I'm ready to give that one full 180 turn in the same spot. Now, this is why I love it. It still blows my mind that pizza cooks this fast. I've been doing this, like I say, up to pretty much in my 10th year. I've cooked tens, if not hundreds of thousands of pizza over that time. And it still baffles me with what's going on and how you can cook a pizza in about 60 to 90 seconds. It's a beautiful thing. I enjoy playing with fire. Look at that base, absolutely banging. Right, that's cooked, that base is cooked out. I'm just now doming it, I'm spinning it, I'm just getting the desired colour on the crust that I want, and that is done. Now look at that. Right, let's put it in a box and let's finish this one off. Okay, so this pizza, absolute banger. We're going to slice it. When you're dressing a pizza like this one, it's always good to slice it first, okay? So what we've got here, we've got our beautiful fresh rocket, or people call this arugula, I believe, in different countries, stuff like that. It's a nice peppery note to it, so we're going to get that on there. And now we've got this amazing, this is the stracciatella, so this is like the inside of the burrata. We're just going to lay that down, and the reason I'm putting it on top of the rocket just because it looks nicer, looks fresher, so it's going to get a nice splattering of that. And then what I've got here, I've got a garlic butter, and we're just going to garlic butter this crust. Right, so we're just going to drop some of this garlic butter all around this crust and maybe a little bit on the pizza. And look at that absolute banger of a pizza. This thing is a thing of beauty. That smells amazing. You got like tomato base, nice sweet tomato base. You got all that salty cheese, the nice olives. You got that like sweetness coming from the peppers. You got the pepperiness coming from like that rocket, and then that creamy cheese and that nice garlic butter crust. That is going to taste amazing. Right, I'm going to go give that one to Papa Paella. So you see, that's why I love making pizza. It's an art form. It's so enjoyable, but I also enjoy making these videos. I also enjoy sort of sharing my journey with you guys and sort of showing what you can do and stuff like that. I'm not sort of telling everybody to go out there and make a YouTube page, but you know, if you are a street trader, a restaurant, a cafe, or anyone who's doing anything creative or anything like that, then you know, it's a free tool, right? Social media is free. Utilize it. It is like it's going to help you build your business, build your brand. And with the AI, you know, like I said earlier, I'm not an AI guy, right? I'm a pizza guy. That's what I do. But like I said as well, it's quite. I like the analogy. You know, like, you know, like AI is the wrench and I'm the mechanic. You know, it's just a tool. It's just something that I'm using to help me and assist me in kind of building, you know, my videos and things like that, because you know, it can search the whole internet. It knows everything. It knows everything about me. It knows what's going on. So you know, if you don't use it, then someone else will, essentially. So you know, utilize these tools and just have fun with it. And on that note, basically, if you like, you know, if you're liking my videos, if you want to watch that actual video, don't forget to like this one, subscribe, hype it. You can scroll along and you can give it some hypes if you think that you enjoyed it. It just helps push it further for me. And you know, if it's sort of resonated with you, if you think that it's going to help you, or if it's inspired you and stuff, let me know in the comments. I try and read as much of the comments as possible, but today I'm not going to do any more videos, maybe a little bit with my glasses, stuff like that, but I need to go and make my dough the old-fashioned way and actually sell some pizza today. So if you want that video that made me more money than my actual trading day, then it is just here.